They say money can buy anything, comfort, fame, even power. But what happens when a billionaire discovers the one thing money couldn't buy, was his own blood? This is the story of Richard Cole, a man who thought he had everything, until fate showed him what he'd left behind. Richard Cole was only 28 when he took over his father's billion-dollar real estate empire, Cole Enterprises. Charming, ambitious, and driven, but lonely in a world built on status and expectations. One rainy evening, while inspecting a new hotel site, his car broke down near a small cafe. There, he met Amara, a young college student working part-time to support her education. Richard, smiling. "You make the best coffee I've ever tasted." Amara, teasingly. "That's just because you've never made it yourself." Their small talk turned into late-night conversations, and late nights turned into love. But Richard's father, Mr. Cole Sr., was furious when he found out. He threatened to cut Richard off if he didn't end things. "Mr. Cole Sr. You are a Cole, Richard. You don't marry the help, you employ them." Heartbroken and torn, Richard gave in to his father's pressure and left Amara, not knowing she carried his child. Amara whispers, "You'll know your father one day, even if he doesn't want to know you." 10 years later. Amara's son, Ethan, had grown into a brilliant young man. Kind-hearted, humble, and intelligent, everything his father once was. Amara struggled to make ends meet, but she gave him the best education she could afford. Ethan graduated top of his class and landed an internship at a major real estate company. The same empire his father built. Cole Enterprises. Fate, it seems, had a plan of its own. Ethan, nervous. "Good morning, sir. My name is Ethan Walker, the new intern." Richard, glancing up. "Welcome aboard. Let's see what you've got." From the first day, Richard noticed something strangely familiar about Ethan, the same curiosity in his eyes, the same drive to succeed. He didn't know why he felt protective of the boy, he just did. Over the weeks, Ethan's work caught everyone's attention. Richard began mentoring him personally, proud of the young man he was becoming. But destiny had just begun its play. At a company charity gala, Richard's world stopped. Across the room, standing in a black evening dress, was Amara, the woman he once loved, the woman he left behind. Richard, shocked. "Amara, is that really you?" Amara, coldly. "I didn't expect you'd remember. Billionaires rarely do." She wasn't there for him, she was there for her son. When she saw Ethan speaking with Richard, her heart pounded. The truth she'd hidden for years was standing face to face with the man she once loved. That night, she confronted Ethan. "Amara, teary. You can't work there anymore, Ethan. Please resign." Ethan. "Why, Mom? What aren't you telling me?" When the truth finally escaped her lips, it shattered him. Amara, crying. "Richard Cole, he's your father." Ethan, whispering. "All these years, you let me work for him." Ethan walked away, from his job, his mother, and the man who never knew he existed. But fate wasn't done with them yet. Days later, Richard found an old letter among his late father's things, a letter from Amara she'd written years ago but never sent. As he read it, tears filled his eyes. Richard, reading softly. "By the time you read this, our son will already know how to walk. I just hope he never learns how to hate." Richard realized he had abandoned not just love, but his own child. Richard tried everything to reach Ethan, calls, letters, even showing up at his mother's apartment. But Ethan wouldn't listen. Meanwhile, a massive scandal rocked Cole Enterprises. A corrupt executive had embezzled millions, threatening to destroy the company. Ethan, despite his anger, stepped forward with the solution, using a project he'd designed himself. Ethan, in a board meeting. "If you trust me just this once, I can fix what your best men couldn't." His plan worked. The company was saved. And for the first time, Richard didn't see an intern or an employee, he saw his son. At a press conference, Richard took the microphone and spoke to the world. Richard, emotional. There's someone I owe everything to. Not just for saving my company, but for teaching me what it means to be a father. Everyone, meet my son, Ethan Walker Cole. Musical notes. Crowd applause echoes as Amara watches from afar, smiling through tears. It wasn't the perfect family, but it was real. Ethan forgave, Amara healed, and Richard finally found peace. You can't change your past, but you can rewrite your legacy. Sometimes life separates people so destiny can bring them back stronger. If you were in Ethan's shoes, would you forgive the father who never knew you existed? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.